Some do it for money, some do it for fame. Join Greg Rufus and Mike for the love of the game. The 2025 NBA season is just around the corner, and we are ready to drop some basketball commentary you won't hear anywhere else. Get ready for wild predictions and bold takes. A podcast offering a fresh and engaging perspective on what might unfold and what's currently happening inside the game of basketball. To our viewers, we invite you to subscribe to GR Productions and join in on the discussion as we talk about all things NBA, Memphis Grizzlies, and Memphis Tigers basketball. Like, comment, and share. Thanks for your support and enjoy the show. For the love of the game, stay tuned.
Welcome everybody back for the Love of the Game podcast. We are back, you guys. It is the holiday season, so
Yes,
probably why
sir.
you didn't see us last week. We were preparing
Yeah.
preparing stuff for the holiday and all that. So, but we're back. We're back. Mike, my amazing co-host, is here. Mike, did you get a chance to see the NBA Cup final last night?
I was able to catch bits and pieces of it. Uh, Being at work is a grind, but I was able to catch parts of it here, parts of it, mostly the fourth quarter. I know it was a good game,
Yeah.
tight game. Some key role players stepped up
Mm-hmm.
for the Knicks in the fourth quarter and they were able to close it out. Yeah, I had a interesting, I guess, viewpoint from the Knicks broadcast or
Mm-hmm.
from a Knicks podcast. I'll say that.
Mm-hmm.
So I got to listen to a Knicks fan who was actually watching the game and reacting to it live, which made it interesting to hear what that individual had to say about his team, about other people, about the Spurs, and just just other people's viewpoints as they watch their team play.
Yeah.
So it was pretty cool.
Yeah. Like you said, this is the first thing that Knicks have ever won since like 1973. I think that was
Right,
the last NBA
right.
championship. So Knicks
Yeah.
fans, Stephen A. got on first. They said the skies are orange,
Orange and blue.
orange and
Yeah.
blue, and I mean they have a right to be happy. I'm not going to take this away from them. It's the NBA Cup. It's the third year
Yeah.
they've done it. I'm not going to take that away from them. They can enjoy the moment. The real question is, I mean, and we see it year after year. Whoever wins the World Cup, they get bounced out the first round. Maybe they just get tired or whatever. They just fall off a cliff. Do you
Yeah.
see the Knicks doing the same thing, just getting bounced out the first round? Are they gonna go to the
No,
NBA championship? Like, what's the?
I don't see that. I mean there is some, success to winning a little bit of success to winning the NBA Cup. It's very incentive driven. I think it's good for the league. It's great for the league. I know Charles Barkley would disagree. He says it's this embarrassment that you have to put a tournament to make players play. But I think past couple of years it's been very competitive, and um, there have been teams and players that are buying in to actually, you know, wanting to win that game, win that tournament. So I think it's a great idea. It's almost like an all-star break in a sense. The Grizzlies, they had like a week off, I think, as well as other teams had multiple days off, during the cup.
Yeah,
So, it's a little break for them, refresh, regroup, whatever, reassess, reevaluate, the how they're playing and everything. So I thought the NBA Cup was good. I enjoyed it.
yeah. Especially the semifinal game.
Yeah.
Spurs beating the Thunder. That the Thunder's second loss of the year. But the
Yeah,
machine, Oklahoma City Thunder, they finally lose a game, and Victor is
yeah,
embracing his role of a bad guy. He keeps talking. He loves to talk. He loves to get animated. It's good for the
yeah,
game. You got to have somebody like that's willing to be animated, like
yeah.
Victor Wembanyama is. So I
I
like it.
like it. I like it. I mean, you want players to be confident, and now it's just backing it up. Josh said he was cool. We were cool with the West,
Yeah.
and in a lot of ways, that's what Wemby said. He came out guns a blazing pretty much after his injury,
Hmm.
and I mean, was talking about Chet and how that matchup, uh, and just the potential rivalry with OKC, which I wouldn't call it a rivalry just yet. I think that's jumping the gun after one game,
Right.
but they're obviously going to be playing. They're two young teams that are obviously going to be competing for a long time for championships. And I mean, SGA, Wemby, two MVP candidates going up against each other.
Hmm.
Chet as a third option. He matches with Wemby. I mean, it's beautiful basketball.
Beautiful. Yeah. For the Knicks, do they really need to go after Giannis after this offseason or during the season? Like, do they need to? I don't know. I'm torn. It's like, do you go for the big fish or do you just let this process play out with the Knicks? Like,
I don't know. I mean, I think sometimes organizations and front offices can get too greedy. I mean, what would you need Giannis for if you have pretty much five max players already signed to your team?
hmm,
Anobi, valuable player. Huge. I wouldn't say he's a max,
yeah,
superstar player, but
hmm,
solid player, deserves his money. Bridges, most durable player on earth.
yeah,
I mean, doesn't get hurt at all.
at all.
I mean, Cat, I
Mm-hmm.
mean, one of the versatile bigs.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes he plays with effort. Sometimes he could do better.
Yeah.
He has his ups and downs, his streaks. And then
Mm.
you got Jalen Brunson, who, for the most part, was a huge MVP and a fan favorite
Yeah.
until SGA came on the scene.
Mm-hmm.
And for a long time, Jalen Brunson was known as the foul merchant, right?
Yep.
Everybody's complaining about Jalen Brunson.
Mm-hmm.
Now everybody's complaining about
SGA.
SGA and
We'll
his
get to that.
fouls.
Yeah, we'll get to
Yeah,
that later.
yeah, yeah. But it's I don't think the Knicks necessarily need Giannis. I mean, it's obvious Giannis' preferred destination. But I mean, if a trade were to happen where he ends up in New York, it will probably be a win-win um for both organizations, for both franchises.
What would the trade be? Would it be cat draft pick?
Ooh,
What would the trade exactly
I
be? That's
don't
the
know,
question.
man. I think Cat would have to be a part of the trade.
Mm.
Uh,
Uh,
maybe Anobi. I don't
yeah.
know.
What's my guy? Clarkson. I think Clarkson might be
Co-
part of it.
yeah, yeah. Combination of role players, probably a point guard or somebody. Draft picks. That's
Yeah.
gonna, that's definitely gonna be included in there.
Josh Hart. I hate to say it, Josh Hart, fan favorite of New York. He might have to be part of it too. Like
I mean, they
it's gonna take
traded
a
it.
lot.
They traded DiVincenzo, and I mean they made. I mean the Knicks have made trades when
Hmm.
they necessarily didn't need to make a trade. Like they didn't need to trade. I felt like they didn't really need to trade for Cat.
Yeah.
When they had Randall,
Hmm.
I felt like they gave up a lot. But I mean, both made the playoffs. Both were still competitive and threats in their East and the West. So
Yeah. I'm still waiting on Minnesota though. Minnesota, they're doing what they're supposed to do, beat up bad teams, but when they play good teams, they kind of
yeah,
don't do anything. So
Yeah,
It'll be too hard to tell for the Timberwolves. We'll see, April and all that how it really meshes. And then Ant-Man is out. He's hurt.
yeah,
Let's talk about our Memphis Grizzlies.
yeah,
Once again, John Morant hurt himself yet
yeah,
again.
yeah,
He's questionable for tonight's game as we're recording against Minnesota. So is Ant-Man, like as I mentioned. Zach
yeah,
Edey is out another 4 weeks, four
yeah,
or 5 weeks.
yeah.
What is
Crazy,
exactly
man.
the problem? The consistency and the injuries have just. I'm concerned. Like I'm concerned for the durability of the Memphis Grizzlies. I really am, Mike.
Yeah, it's almost like sabotage at this point. It's like every time the PR team comes out with, the injury report,
Hmm.
it just comes at the wrong time. I mean, everyone was just ready for Ja and Edie to be on the floor together because they complement each other so well.
Yes.
And then here's the news: Edie's gonna be out for a month
Hmm.
because of soreness in his foot. And I mean, just to think that his whole college career, he never missed a game.
No.
And even his rookie season, he was fairly good. He was good. He was healthy.
Hmm.
And then all of a sudden, it's like
Hmm.
Ja coming back. He's got a lot to prove, with everything that's going on, with the attitude, and then he gets hurt. But, you know, everything's been kind of overshadowed. His injuries kind of been overshadowed by Cam Spencer.
Yeah.
And I mean, you barely hear it. Like normally when the injury report comes out, everyone's, up in arms on Twitter about, length of the injury and everything, but everything's been seems quiet
Yeah.
at least from what I can see, because of Cam Spencer's play. I know he's out because of personal reasons. He and his brother actually are out the next game for personal reasons.
Yeah. Definitely praying for the Spencer brothers. It must be
Yeah.
family related. Both of them are out. So praying for the Spencer brothers. I mean, we'll see tonight. Hmm,
I
I,
mean, it kind of, everyone goes back to, uh, John's trade value, right?
mhm.
Because everybody outside of Memphis, for the most part, the majority of the people outside of Memphis want to see Ja traded or in a different city. Want to see him in Miami, want to see him in Minnesota. Those are the two that keep popping up. And so it's like, how do you trade somebody that's always injured and is
Mhm.
not available? Like it just decreases your value. I just don't see Ja being traded. Although I wouldn't be surprised if he did. I don't think they should get traded, but
Yeah. Hmm.
I don't know.
It- it-
It's we're showing that we can win without him, and that's it's this season is not the only season we were winning without him. Last season was Scottie Pippen Jr.
mhm. And
So
we still don't know what we look like because Scottie Pippen has not played and Ty Jerome hasn't played a minute. So what this
right,
team looks like without Ja, we don't know. We have to wait till
yeah,
January, February when they fully get back there. So
yeah,
I want to wait. I think trading them this season will be rushed. Let's just wait it out and see what we look like
yeah,
without Ja. And then maybe it is time to trade Ja, but during the off season, but just not during the season.
yeah.
It feels rushed,
It's like we got to be patient. I mean, we got to be patient. You
Mm,
know, it's
absolutely.
it's tough as the fans, because he is our superstar, and he puts butts in seats, and we want to want to watch him play. I mean, his first game back versus Utah. I mean, the dunks that he missed. I mean, that's what we come to see.
Yeah.
I mean, there are so many games where you just don't know. You go into the form, you don't know what to expect, and then Ja just did something amazing,
Hmm.
an amazing shot, an amazing dunk on somebody. I mean,
Yeah. And that Utah Jazz loss might be one of the worst losses of the season. It wasn't just
yeah,
because
yeah,
Kevin Love went back in time and we shoot like five threes that game, and then Keon George, who was a good player. I'm not taking
yeah,
that away from him, but
yeah,
had a career
39 points. I
He's a good
mean,
player. I'm not trying to, but Lauren Marketing did he play? No, right? Lauren Marketing,
I
I don't.
mean, Utah's kind of, I wouldn't say they're surprising me, but they got some wins against some really good teams.
They do. They do.
And,
Hmm.
but
It shows.
yeah, that was a game that you definitely had to have, especially with Jerry in there, who didn't show up really at all with just 12 points.
Right. I got a thing. You mentioned regretful transactions.
Yeah,
With Desmond Bain and Dylan Brooks, you see Dylan Brooks and LeBron tussle the other day.
yeah,
Um,
yeah,
great one against each other one-on-one battle. Lakers won that game, but Desmond Bain doing his thing in Orlando Magic right now.
yeah, yeah.
How regretful do you think the Grizzlies are letting those two go?
I think I think they have some regret. I mean, you look at those two players, you look at every player that we traded or just let go or let walk, and they have made an impact on the team, on the other, team or won a championship.
Mhm.
And like I said before, we got to be patient. I wonder, like, man, what if we didn't trade Desmond Bain? What if we didn't trade? What if we didn't let Dylan Brooks walk, or tell him, we weren't going to re-sign him? I mean, Dylan Brooks, he goes to Houston, makes such an impact in Houston that once he's traded to Phoenix, he gets a tribute video.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's just how big of an impact he was with Houston. And I mean, Desmond Bain, he's doing his thing in Orlando.
Yeah, his toughness, his
He's doing his
shooting.
thing. We never seen this type of this Bain before. And it
Right.
just goes to show that each year players improve or should show improvement,
Mm-hmm.
each year. And Desmond is reaching the prime of his career, Brooks reaching the prime of his career. Just imagine them in a Grizzly uniform right now, with Eddy.
Mm-hmm. With all the injuries that we have. Like
You know,
they can keep the boat afloat. With all the injuries got going on, we don't have enough bodies. And like we
yeah,
just put Brooks and Desmond Bain out there. I think we flipped the record. I think we're like 15-11 instead of like 11
yeah.
and 15. Like we just flipped the record. I think that's what we are, and it's okay. Like
I think a lot. I mean, I know a lot of it has to do with contract issues and money and the second apron and all that kind of stuff.
mhm,
But I mean, you look at a team like the Knicks that obviously don't care about that. I mean, they're paying pretty much on their starters
yeah,
what over 20 million a year,
mhm,
somewhere in there, ballpark figure.
yeah.
So, you know, Cedric Coward, I think is going to be really good, and I think Jalen Wells is going to be really good. But I just hope that in the midst of Ja and Jaren not playing well or not playing great consistently,
Mhm,
that we're at least a little bit patient with them because they seem to be the next ones on the trading block, if we were to make a trade.
mhm,
And, we already see what Desmond Bain doing. We already see what Brooks doing.
yeah.
It's like, man, we had all these pieces and we didn't get it done,
Mhm.
you know? So just regretful transactions. What do you get? What do you get for it? You go into another, you can't even call it a retool. It's definitely a rebuild situation.
Definitely, and they don't want to say it, but it's definitely uh
Yeah.
rebuilding time in Memphis. You just think about all the regretful transactions we've had in the past before this. Pau
Yeah.
Gasol, starting with Pau Gasol, one of the most
Yeah.
infamous things that's ever happened to the city of Memphis, going to the Lakers, winning 2 championships. Marc Gasol, unfortunately, I mean Marc Gasol was just great and all, but like he won a championship going to Toronto and
Toronto. And he didn't want to leave.
He didn't want to leave, right? He wanted to stay and just retire a Grizzly, but we was like, no,
Yeah,
we gotta let you go and build young and et cetera, et cetera. It's just I think we're just not patient enough. I think we lose patience real
yeah,
quick in Memphis. Like, and it's just sad. Like in order to build a great team, you have to be patient. I feel like OKC,
yeah,
you get
yeah,
all those draft picks, a whole bunch of them, and then look, it took 4 or 5 years, but they finally got the championship, and they
yeah,
probably have more championships to come. So that type of patience will get you championships and build dynasties, but Grizzlies don't have
yeah, yeah, yeah. So, we just gotta be patient with Ja and Jaren. I mean,
it. Yeah,
hope they get healthy and just continue to build. It sucks that they're injured all the time
yeah,
and we're not able to see them all on the floor at the same time, but some got to give.
absolutely. And so they play the Timberwolves tonight. They play the Wizards on Saturday night here in Memphis. Then they hit
Yeah.
the road for the Christmas week. OKC Thunder Monday. That's actually a Peacock game. They actually get a televised game on Peacock against OKC Thunder. The Utah Jazz the following day, the 23rd, and then they come
Huh.
back home for the Bucks the day after Christmas. So
It's a favorable schedule, man.
very
That's
favorable, especially the Bucks without Giannis like that.
yeah. Yep.
Very, 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 very. So we'll see what the Grizzlies do. But I go back to what we said: patience and just letting things work itself out and having everybody playing. Like Ty, I still want to see what Ty Jerome has. Like
Yeah.
gave up
I
all this money and he has
yeah.
not played a minute yet. So
Yeah.
and
Yeah. He was a player I was most excited about. I really wanted to see Ty Jerome.
yeah,
And I mean Scottie Pippen Jr. too. I mean,
absolutely,
our guard depth was just it's there.
yeah,
It's definitely there. And then Vince Williams with the way he's playing, at the point guard position,
mm.
and Cam, the way he's shooting and talking at the same time, it's
Oh yeah,
almost like, I know the NBA, the ESPN, they're not hip to it yet, but I mean, now it's like we're excited to show up just to see Cam,
oh yeah.
just to see him, light it up and get hot, from 3 point. So
We'll
he's
see.
become, a box office, player, at least for us in the city of Memphis. Maybe not, nationally, but yeah.
So yeah, we'll definitely see about that. All right, some quick NBA, just overall NBA stuff we're going to talk about a little bit. You
Yeah.
mentioned SGA and his foul baiting self.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the oldest trick in the book SGA is doing. I can't really just say I'm mad at it. He's just perfecting it at a level like we see every other NBA players do. But a lot of, like you said, a lot
Yeah.
of fans and opposing teams don't like the fact that he does it. Like,
Yeah.
what's the biggest takeaway you want to take from that?
It's 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 wild, man.
Yeah.
I listen to a lot of fans, a lot of podcasts, um, hearing from players. I mean, just it's frustrating, that some of the fouls that he gets away with,
Yeah.
he gets called for,
Hmm.
whether it's kicking his foot out, whether it's,
Pushing. Hmm.
grabbing or hooking somebody's arm while they're shooting.
Hmm.
I mean, Harden would do it.
Yeah.
Jalen Brunson would do it.
Yeah.
Dirk has done it before. Ginobili has done it before. I mean, there's been a lot. He's not the only player.
LeBron. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of flopping. A lot of teams just don't like OKC because they play physical and they don't get called for fouls,
Right.
but they get favorable calls, but SGA gets favorable calls. Uh
It's the old saying, don't hate the player, hate the game. Like he's just
yeah,
perfecting what every other star does. It's just make it look so obvious. And then, like you said, they space the floor out. It's not like it's a
Yeah,
big OKC. Well, they can go big with Isaiah
yeah,
Hartenstein and Chet, but they can space it out. They got 13 play. They got players I don't even know. They just come in
yeah,
and just do their job, like Mitchell and what's my guy? Caruso. They just got people stacked up. Two, three. Jalen Williams is out there.
yeah.
It's difficult to guard them, but
But you said it. They space the floor. I mean, when you're in an ISO situation
yeah,
and pretty much all eyes are on that matchup,
right.
you're going to get calls. Because the referees are zeroed in on all it takes is one to blow the whistle.
Mm-hmm.
So that's I know that it is frustrating.
It is.
Opponents the flopping, drawing the fouls.
Just
Uh,
beat them. Just do what the Spurs did. Beat them. Play them at the
yeah.
old game. Victor went beyond, but says, "All
Oh,
right, I'm just gonna talk. I'm just gonna do what I gotta do. Just pull what Victor did. I mean, yeah, what
yeah.
Victor did.
Well, Victor, he got an advantage. He's 7'4".
That's right. That's
All
right.
he got to do is just
Not
put the
even
ball
jump.
up.
Right. Not even
All he
jump.
got to do is just stand where he is
Yeah.
and just shoot that thing. I mean, they tried to put Caruso on it. That's not gonna work.
That's not gonna work. What do you
That's not gonna work,
try to
man.
outthink? Try to get out quick him and all that. That ain't gonna work. Chet.
No.
Did
Yeah.
you
I
hear what he said
mean,
about Chet? Like, there's a
yeah.
rivalry, a bit of rivalry in that. It's not an OKC San Antonio thing. It's more like a Victor and Chet thing they got. Like, and I like
Yeah.
challenge each
Yeah.
other. Like,
I mean, that's like the whole point. Like, I often would think, okay, Chet, that's why they got Chet. They got Chet to guard Wimby. When we drafted Roddy White, I think is his name,
mm-hmm.
and big body when we drafted Lofton,
Yeah.
I was like, okay, maybe he can match up with Zion or Zion Williams or match
What's my
up
guy
with
Lofton? My guy Lofton.
yeah,
Yeah.
Lofton, Mini Zebo, he can
Mhm.
uh match up with this player, that player.
Right. It's just
So
you just got OKC, like I said, just got patient, built their players the right way, send them to the development league, and then you have a great coach who makes adjustments when they need to make adjustments and make them in game,
yeah,
even in game or off practice, whatever. Just he can make adjustments like that, and I feel like going off a little top of the Philadelphia Eagles, they need to whatever OKC is doing, Philadelphia needs to do that, like adjust quicker, like
yeah.
like real quicker. But we'll see how
But
the
then,
season goes.
just the front office organization. I mean, Sam Presti taking advantage of getting
Yeah,
SGA in that trade.
best GM in
Man,
the
I
league.
mean, when
Best
you're
GM in the
able
league.
to get a
Mm-hmm.
young player like SGA out of the Clippers, I mean, the
Yeah.
Clippers, they look ugly right now.
Mm-hmm.
I
And
mean, ugly.
and everybody was just saying, just crying the Clippers. They got Paul George, they got Kawhi Leonard, they got. But look at what the OKC got: SGA and 5 draft picks. Like,
And 24 and 2,
man,
25 and 2.
right? And you see what the Clippers are right now. Clippers are the worst team in the league. I can't
Six,
believe I would
what,
say
six,
that.
7 wins?
I can't believe I would even say that, but that's exactly true. They are the worst team and oldest team, and looks dead. Like they just look like a complete show. And then Chris Paul thing, like it's
Yeah,
completely done with the Clippers, and they need a rebuild quick, real quick.
yeah.
Just I don't see Ty Lue. I think Ty Lue might get fired. Like something's gonna happen. Like it's crazy next offseason.
That's an interesting thing to look at. Is Ty Lue on the hot seat to get fired?
Yeah.
Everyone talks about him and they have so much respect for him and
Mm-hmm.
everything. But I mean, he only won like 6 games. I
And
mean,
it's not even close.
at what point do you say enough is enough? You got Kawhi, you got Harden, you had Bill, and he get
Jason, you
hurt,
got
and
Collins, who's pretty good. I
you
don't
had
understand.
Zubac, who was a real good serviceable big, and he's wasting away. He might get traded. I
Mhm.
think I think the Clippers are gonna be real busy during the trade deadline.
Hmm.
And they definitely need a complete rebuild. And maybe that's the only saving grace for Ty Lue is just to start from scratch. I don't know.
I don't know. Like it's just crazy. I would think that Anthony Davis.
Yeah,
Do you think he could get traded? Should he get traded? And what
I
would be
don't
the
think
best fit?
so. I don't think he should get traded. I honestly want to see him play in Dallas. I
Hmm.
don't see the point. Like you traded for him, and if you trade him, what do you? You're not getting anything. You're not seeing the fruit of. You're not seeing the vision
Right.
of Nico. I mean, we can criticize Nico all day long,
Hmm.
but he brought AD for defense,
Yeah.
and then for them to get that Cooper flag, for them to get Kyrie, who's unfortunately hurt, at least wait to see them get on the floor together. I mean,
Hmm.
I know
Absolutely.
I know they're struggling right now, but I mean Cooper, he just scored like 42 the other night.
Broke LeBron's record,
You
most
know,
points by rookie
so
season.
he ain't no scrub. You get Kyrie in there, get AD, back healthy,
Yeah.
solid. I mean, at least see the vision out instead of just saying, "Oh, we're looking to trade him." I'm trying to figure out where would you trade AD to?
The only team that I could legitimately see him getting traded to is the Boston Celtics. Like that's the only
Wow,
that kind of makes sense. Like I mean, they need a center.
that does make sense.
I what would they get in return? I mean, you're not touching, of course, Brown Tatum. You're not touching those two. Derek White. They need a point guard. Derek White. I mean, um, Simons.
And he's a good defensive player.
Yeah. You're
Because
not.
I mean, we a lot. I think the consensus, with Nico was it wasn't that like his fault. I mean, he he took the bullet right
Mhm,
for the Luka trade,
mhm.
and home field advantage wasn't home field advantage in Dallas because they were booing him, booing
Left
the
and right.
team and everything.
Yeah.
But
It's,
you might be right. I mean, Boston will be a nice spot for him.
mhm.
I think Atlanta could be a nice spot for him.
Yeah.
I mean, Orlando,
Yeah. Him and Wendell
him and
Carter.
but
Yeah.
yeah, him and Bencaro,
Yeah.
and in the front court, that'd be nice.
But you're not trading Pablo for no. So
No,
mm.
and yeah, it's something interesting going on in Orlando. I heard some things um,
Between Pablo and what
between Pablo and the coach.
coach. I can see it too. I can see
That,
it. Yeah.
but that, I don't know what to make of it. Maybe things are over now,
Hmm.
but I thought that was interesting. Because it's like we saw Ja and Ti blow up. But we don't hear about everybody else.
Right.
And they coach player struggle. It's always Ja. And everybody wants to talk about that, but
Hmm.
nobody wants to talk about everybody else and they coach player relationships not being the greatest or not being the best.
Yeah.
So,
So you posed this question: how are contenders built, and who are you building your team around? That was
yeah,
one of the great points you added up. So how are contenders built? I mean, we talked about so far like patience and development and just letting things just mature and grow out, letting it just grow. I mean, is there
yeah.
anything else applied to that you would think? I mean,
I think one you gotta have one special player on your team. One like
hmm,
superstar special player on your team. Like you need an SGA
hmm,
who's gonna put in work and work on the details of his game, not just shooting just to be shooting.
yeah,
Not just doing cone drills and posting, YouTube videos or highlights or Twitter videos or shooting the ball in the empty gym, but actually playing basketball, working on your angles and different angles and shots and
yeah,
and things like that. I mean, SGA had, a lot of vets around him like Chris Paul and other players that he looked up to, to develop his game. And you got Wemby, who's another player that you can build a contender around.
Yeah.
He just got that dog in him, even though he has a slender frame.
Mm-hmm.
It's almost like if you're an OKC fan, you look at Shaq, you're like, man, Shaq, I want you to have that same dog in you that Wemby has,
Exactly.
Just what if, because they play the same position.
Yeah.
And
Do you wish Chet had more muscle on him though? He just looks so like a
I mean,
string green
I
bean.
think you could be slim and built strong, but
Like Kevin Durant.
probably, I think Shaq is like playing his role.
Mm-hmm.
Some players aren't built to be superstars. Like Wemby's right. Some players just aren't built for that moment. I think Wemby is. I think
Mm-hmm.
he is built for that moment. I don't know about Shaq. And that's not to say that Shaq can't be a great player, but he's always going to be the second or the third option on the team.
Yeah.
And Wemby, he's just on another level.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, dude can dribble, take you off the dribble, do the sham god, you
Yeah.
know, do whatever he want to do with the ball. And, they don't ask Shaq to do that.
Mm-hmm.
So, but
It,
as far as like how contenders are built, you get that one special player, like LeBron James.
yeah.
Perfect example. Perfect
Will
example.
we ever see a player like LeBron James? I mean,
No,
we probably would. I don't know.
no.
Or
I
somebody
don't
close
think
to
so.
it. Okay.
No, I don't think so. Not only because I say that because he came straight out of high school.
Okay.
He came straight out of high school and lived up to the expectation. And
Yeah.
nowadays, players,
You got to
we're
go a
not.
year. Yeah, you got to go a
Yeah,
year in
you got to
college.
go a year,
Yeah.
and then right now every player kind of looks the same. Like this next year's draft class, everybody that's like a high prospect, a really, really, really good player,
I
they're
love.
all the same size, like 6'9", 6'10" wings,
I
and they're gonna be all Kevin Durant type players,
absolutely.
So you just gotta have it in you, if you're
Mm-hmm.
gonna build around somebody, like I think LaMelo Ball is a good case study. Not to say that he's a player that you can build a contender around, but if he's gonna make it to the next level,
Yeah.
he's probably gonna have to go somewhere else in order to do it or be
Mm-hmm.
traded and
Mm-hmm.
to lead a team to, I think he's had his opportunity. I'll say that much,
Absolutely.
in Charlotte, but we'll
Absolutely.
see.
But he doesn't want to get traded. He wants to stay there. I mean, you can applaud
Yeah,
his loyalty, but you also be like, hey man, I think you playing it a little wrong right now. But if you
yeah,
want to get traded, like you can, it's a respectful way to ask a manager or GM, like, hey, can I get traded to a contender team? Like, we'll
yeah,
you paid your dues to the league. I want to win now. Like, look at Max Crosby. Like, do
yeah,
you blame somebody like Max Crosby to go to the rate, go to Mark Davis to be like, look, man, I'm trying to win. Like, give me a let me go to the Cowboys. Let me
yeah.
go somewhere where I can actually compete and win a championship. Like
I
it,
think it's tough. I mean, I think you can respectfully do that.
mhm.
Um,
Without making
because
a scene. Without making
yeah, I mean, like James Harden, he wanted to go out on his own, but
mhm.
look
It's the
at
way,
every team he's done. Look at every team he's been on. They have not been successful.
yeah. And the way that he's asked to get traded, that's the disrespectful part. And then the
Yeah,
fact like you went to Philadelphia, well, Brooklyn, training camp fat and out of shape and all, and then with Philadelphia, you're back in shape within a day or two. It's like, wow, that's an ultimate slap in the face.
yeah,
Like
yeah,
I hate how James Harden move. If you want to get traded, James, just say you want to get traded. It's just a
yeah,
way to go at it, and it's coming back to him. And now he's with the Clippers. Is he gonna actually get traded again? This will be like his fifth time actually get traded if he gets traded if he gets traded to the Clippers. Like that's absolutely nuts.
I don't know if he would care or not. I don't know. I don't know.
Hmm.
I
See,
mean, look at Kevin Durant. You can put him. I mean, you built a team around Kevin Durant.
hmm
In OKC to start out, and they were a contender.
right.
And everything. And then he decided to leave. You build a contender around Steph Curry. He went, you
hmm
know.
And they won.
So yeah,
And then this is the good thing I like about Houston. Like you got Kevin Durant, and then you got pieces around. If they were to like let Kevin Durant go, they're still contenders. That I think that's like the key
yeah,
part.
they're
If you
still
bring like a
competing.
Hall of Fame great guy, but you just don't build it around him, you build it around everything else around like LeBron and Lakers. LeBron leaves, they still got Luca. And possibly Giannis. I think Giannis going to the Lakers actually
You think
to
so?
me makes more sense like than him going to New York. Like they don't really need him. The Lakers, they get
That's an interesting take.
Giannis. It's happened
Ooh.
before with Kareem. I'm just saying, like it's not that crazy to think, you guys. Like Giannis to the Lakers makes makes a lot of
Yeah,
sense, you know.
it's gonna be very unpredictable. I mean,
Mhm.
very unpredictable. Is it and
And I think Austin Reeves will be part of that deal. Unfortunately, I think he'll be if they were to Milwaukee to send him, it'd be Austin Reeves and probably Jake LaRavia, like something. But Austin Reeves is part of that deal. I think they take it.
yeah,
I think they take it. You know.
it's gonna be wild. Jumping ahead, like I mean, this trade deadline in February or after All Star break,
Mhm.
it might be even wilder than the other off seasons.
Do you think
You
that
know,
happens now? Again, my thing about February trade deadline and actually like July when the real stuff begins, like the juicy stuff. February, I feel like it's too quick. Like it's just okay. We got to make a trade now. Rather, just thinking about what your team needs: a shooter, a big man, a wingman. Like I just think you need like
yeah,
small things. And I know
yeah.
all the players. We all know all the players, so it's not like it's gonna be like, oh, I'm shocked and all that. But like the February big splashes, I don't think it's gonna happen this year. I think it's like the off season. It's when we see like the moves happening. So
We'll see. I mean, it's gonna be wild. I think people are gonna be impatient. I think they will be. What if I often think like, man, what if Melo was traded to the Lakers?
mm.
And Austin Reeves was included in the deal, and you got
And
LeBron James.
Dalton, and then Dalton connect again. Like they keep
Yeah,
Dalton.
yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, what what if that happened again? What if
Yeah. Mm.
it's a lot. It's a lot.
It is. But if it happens, it happens. But I just
It
want to
makes
slow
it
down when we
makes it
do that.
fun.
Yeah, it makes it
It
fun.
makes the NBA season fun because
Hmm
I mean that's the best part about NBA is a transaction,
Yeah.
players playing on different teams with different players. So
Taking point the
yeah,
Anthony Davis and Luka trade. One of the wildest trades ever.
yeah,
Nobody saw coming. Like,
nobody.
hey, we could probably get that again this season, but it's like, what? Like,
Yeah,
it's just wild. Anything can happen. So, but of course, all things happen, trade, all that. We'll talk about it. We'll break it down here on this amazing podcast. All right, let's end it with college basketball. Unfortunately, with our
yeah,
beloved Memphis Tigers, a beat down in Louisville. I mean, I
yeah,
take the good part of it. I mean, I like to see Louisville and Memphis the rivalry back. I like it.
yeah,
It's been a long time coming. So
yeah, yeah.
I like the
I
coach
thought it
trying to
was great.
fire it up. Yeah, I like the coach trying to bring the energy back, and we
Yeah,
lost. I get it. They play Vanderbilt tonight. Ah,
yeah.
we
And
could be.
Vanderbilt is a really good team.
Yeah, they're undefeated.
They're a really good team.
I think they're ranked 22nd, 20 something.
Yeah, they're gonna be fired up because I mean we've been beating up on Vanderbilt.
We have.
The games we've been scheduling. Those teams have previously weren't that good. And I think, Penny might have, I think they're going to come in with a chip on their shoulder. Vandy is
Hmm.
because of what Penny said. I don't know. I'm sure Penny didn't mean it in a disrespectful way, but, about them being that good or something. I know I'm misquoting him, not saying it word for word, but Vandy's going to come prepared. They're going to come ready and they're going to want to embarrass Memphis. They're going to want to embarrass us.
And I said
So,
they're 20 something. They're actually 13th. So I want to correct myself on that. They're 13th. I said they're 10 and
and
0.
I
And they're 10
mean,
and 0. So yikes. Um,
I think he said he didn't know that they were that good,
that good.
and they're like you said, 13th in the country.
Yeesh.
And I think he compared them to Louisville, and with Louisville is a really good team too.
Oh my goodness.
But
No.
I know my outlook on the Tigers is, you know, this season is kind of just win your conference.
That's all we got.
Just win your conference. Just win the conference championship. Your record is not going to be great.
Mm.
You're able to get a win against Baylor, which is good. You still got a few, maybe a couple opportunities for some quad one, quad two wins. Just be ready when conference play starts, and
I agree.
hopefully it just comes together then. But against right now, against all these ranked, this toughest non conference,
It's yeah. I
it's
mean,
it's it's tough.
and
I
then
mean,
and then
yeah,
we're on national television, so people are watching how bad we are. So they're on
yeah,
ESPN2 tonight, and then ESPN Saturday when we play Mississippi State. Good luck.
yeah.
SEC, yeah. Good luck.
As long as we play hard, I mean, I'm fine. I'm okay. Sad to say, I'm okay with us losing. I mean, if we lose the game, I get it. We're
We're not.
not that good. We're
Mhm.
just not. We're deep.
Right.
We're deep. We're definitely deep. I don't think we should be this bad, but we're
Under
not as
500.
good as other teams are either. So
And that's the upsetting part. They beat Baylor a couple
yeah,
the six. So I mean, they got that. They got
it's
some. They
there.
yeah, it's there. Like
Yeah, I mean, it's in each of them. I mean, if I, it's hard to really just express or say,
and it's
why.
different people. It's not like because different people are contributing in their own way, like Givens and Barry
Yeah,
and some like they're people are figuring it out. I think he's just
sincere.
still trying
Yeah,
to mesh it together. He's playing like 10 people. Ashton,
yeah. He gave Thunford a lot of credit.
yes,
Him being a Memphis kid, and compared him to Lomax. And I think the biggest thing with the Tigers is whoever is eligible to return next year. We need them to return next year.
no one and
We
done.
do. We need them to return and use just this season as a building block for next year to be even better. They'll have that. They've already played together this one season. Get all the bad habits. Come in, fresh, ready for next season, and go from there.
Yeah, I just the one and done thing can be good and it could be bad. And I just feel like for this one and done system, the one and done system in general, this is the bad of it. Like
The
you
transfer portal, man.
transfer portal,
NIL, yeah,
it's just too much. I mean, like Doug McDaniel, like people that didn't get that much spotlight and love, they come to Memphis because Penny Hardaway sell. He's a good seller. It's like I'm gonna give you these minutes. I'm gonna give you the opportunity to play this. I'm gonna get you. We're gonna play a semi tough schedule. I'm gonna give you exposure. Sometimes it's not a good sell. Sometimes it's like, are you? If I put you into this team in the puzzle piece, do you fit? And do you not?
yeah,
You just stay in the puzzle. Don't try
yeah.
to be outside of more of what you can do. And I just feel like it's not meshing sometimes the puzzle pieces. Like,
I mean, the transfer portal is a funky business, man, because it's
hmm
so transactional. I mean, you really don't know what you're getting. Whereas if you're recruiting a high school player, you're getting to know their parents. You're spending you got more time to
yeah,
spend with them. You got visits, and I guess you can do the same thing with a transfer player. But most transfers, I feel like most transfers, when they put their name in the transfer portal, they pretty much made up in their mind somewhat of where they want to go.
right. You're right.
Somebody's reached out to them, or maybe they've heard something from their agent, or and whatnot,
Uh-huh.
that says, "Hey, you should go here or look here."
You're right.
So it's the I hope retention is the thing, the biggest thing that needs to happen with the university, even with the coaches. I mean, every year Penny has to hire a new coach,
Yeah.
assistant coach every year. I mean, we keep using Memphis as a step stool to go somewhere else, and the players that transferred,
Mm-hmm.
what are they doing now? What is PJ Haggerty doing now?
Oh God, don't get me started. If
You know
PJ
what I'm
Haggard on
saying?
this team they're not 4-5 with PJ Haggard on this team. They're
For
probably
a
like
minute,
7-3 or eight
I
and two.
mean, for a minute, he was playing well, right? In
Right.
Kansas State. But he could have came back. We
Yeah.
were saving the spot for him.
Yeah.
And I mean, Dane Danger, unfortunately, I mean, I guess everywhere else you can grant somebody, whether it's college football or a special case in basketball, you
Mm-hmm.
just give them as many years as they want,
Mm-hmm.
eligibility wise, but you can't get one today in danger.
COVID year. Can we
Or
just use COVID year as
or a
excuse?
Memphis Tiger that has to put in for a waiver or hardship. It's just it's
But but
crazy.
but think about all the allegations that Memphis had. I already knew the answer was going to be no because of all the stuff that
Yeah,
happened before. Like I already knew the answer was
yeah.
going to be no. And I feel like Penny didn't like adjust to it or come up with a plan in case he doesn't come back. Like he was
I
just
think that's the reason why he went to the porter so much.
hmm
Because if you get Haggerty, you could probably take two of them transfers out.
right.
Two transfers you ain't got to worry about. You don't got to worry about Doug or another player,
hmm
another point guard, another shooting guard or whatever. You got Haggerty.
hmm
Same with Dane. I mean, Dane wasn't getting in foul trouble. Bradshaw, he getting in foul trouble like every time he touched the floor.
Lord, he's not even playing 15
Yeah,
minutes
he's not
during his
even playing.
season.
He's playing like 8 minutes a game. And maybe things will turn around. Maybe things will turn around for him. Maybe he'll get with the program and get better. But
I need like 10 rebounds at least. He's barely getting me that 5, 7, 4 in the last three. Come on, like you're
I
seven
mean,
one. Like
yeah, the accolades were definitely there. I mean, the excitement was definitely there. All American, transfer from Kentucky, transfer from these blue blood, blue collar, schools. But it's
Mhm.
just not translating.
And Curtis
It's
Givens,
just not translating.
and then Curtis Givens, we kept saying, "Oh, this, the up and coming star, Curtis Givens." It's like, come on now, like we
I
did all
mean,
this for this.
I believe he can play, but I mean, I just when he announced that he was coming back to Memphis, I just wonder how it was going to fit with all
Mhm.
the other guards that we had already in place, you
Right.
know, and
With Barry and
he,
all, you're right, McDaniel. You're right. Like
I mean, because all his friends are in the league right now.
exactly,
His pretty much his high school teams in the league right now
pretty
and
much.
playing very well. So I know Givens ain't a scrub. I know he's a good player, but
He's getting
you know,
the Gigi treatment We know you're good and all, but we can't find minutes for you. We're trying, but we just can't give you minutes. Like,
I mean, he started at least. I mean, he does look like a solid point guard,
yeah.
but it's just like it's too many mouths to feed. You
Mhm.
know, what do you how do you how do you fix that
If it gets bad,
as a
like
coach?
say tonight against Vanderbilt, if it gets bad, just spot him like 5 or 10 minutes. Just see can he
I
find
think he's
something.
out.
Like,
Yeah, I think he's out. He's been out with a thigh
uh,
bruise.
yeah, so I
But
think he is hurt. You're right. But
I mean, once conference play starts,
mhm, you're right though.
hopefully he's ready or they're ready. I just want the Tigers to play with heart, with effort, and as long as they do that and don't give up, and
I'm.
as long as they beat USF,
Mm-hmm,
and their coach, I will be good. I will
mm-hmm.
be straight. I don't like
Who's that coach
USF's coach.
again? USF coach.
It is the coach that uh
The
coach
one.
Arkansas State. We lost to Arkansas State last
Oh
year,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
and he got that crazy hairdo. He
Oh
got
him.
that funny hairdo,
Mm-hmm.
and he talk a bold game.
Hmm.
Talked about outclassing and out coaching and outplaying the Tigers. When they came in and beat us and whatnot. Then he got elevated from that win to the coaching USF. So
Yep. Interesting. So currently, right now, the Memphis Tigers are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They're ninth right now in the conference. They're
yeah,
4-5. Tulsa is 10-1, which I don't know. People kind of are surprised at that. They ain't really played nobody, but
yeah,
or FAU is 8-3, North Texas 8-3, Tulane and UAB 7-4, South Florida 6-4, as you mentioned, Temple, Wichita State 6-5, and then Rice 5-6. So basically, if they lose
it's
like
wide open. I mean,
by 5 games, yeah, they're
yeah,
out by 4 games. I'm sorry, 4 games. Basically, if they lose to Vanderbilt and Mississippi State, like I guess, you know what? I take that back. Beat Mississippi State. I think if they beat Mississippi State, I'll take that because Mississippi State is 6-5
yeah,
too, and they're not. They're not. They're okay. Like they could
yeah,
actually beat Mississippi State of revenge from last year when they came to Memphis. So
yeah,
they
yeah.
beat Mississippi State.
They gotta get that one.
And it's at Mississippi State. It's gonna be tough. The I don't know if they do the cowbells in the arena or not, like they do football, but it's gonna be like it's gonna be loud
It's gonna be loud.
regardless. Like um, they beat them. And then, like you said, go on a crazy spree from January, February. I mean, like
Yeah.
not even lose a game. Like just go all out. Like,
Just play with heart. Just play hard.
and that's when you get into conference play. Once you get into conference play, all bets are off. And they actually do play North Texas New Year's Eve. So you want to get back on the winning track, beat Mississippi State, and then beat North Texas, and then you're back. You're cooking with something after that. So
Yep.
and then maybe possibly Penny Hardaway doesn't get fired because if it just
Oh
completely
no, he
falls
ain't getting
apart,
fired.
I know we mentioned about Penny Hardaway before, Mike, but like a lot of people still think Penny Hardaway is gonna get fired if they just completely fold.
I
I
think he'll
just
walk away. I think he'll walk away. I also think, he said he had an interesting take about NBA basketball where he said he doesn't even like watching NBA games anymore.
he doesn't like.
And
He
that
said that. He said that.
because of he actually hold on, I think I got the quote. He uh
I didn't know he said that. Wow.
yeah, he said over the years to me, this was and I quote, Penny says the NBA isn't fun to watch anymore. He says, over the years, to me, it's just getting worse and worse.
Wow.
Not in a bad way, but for me to watch, because I'm in college, I see the fundamentals in playing team ball.
Mm-hmm.
And just shooting all the threes now is just a little irritating to me to just watch an NBA game. No
Mm-hmm.
one shoots layups anymore. It's fun to watch for fans, but for the guys that are pure in the game, it's a little difficult.
Wow.
And I kind of get what he's coming from. But lately these past couple of days, I've been hearing a lot of Wimby may said something about this too, but
Hmm.
I'm hearing these adjectives like pure and and uh fundamental
Yeah.
and all these special terms to describe the game of basketball
Hmm.
uh, as just not what it used to be.
Yeah.
You know,
Why is that? Why do you
like
think
it's
people like? Why is that? Why do you think people just?
I think and I think that's why he loves Larry Brown. I'm a big Larry Brown fan too,
Yeah.
and I liked how Allen Iverson would always uh say that Larry Brown would say play the right way,
Right.
play the right way, and just sticking to the fundamentals of basketball, setting the screen, knowing where to be on the court,
Hmm.
different angles on the court, how to build a contending team, what what player you build around, who's going to be the leader of the team, who's the coaching, who's, it's interesting.
Interesting. Okay.
Hopefully he expounds on it a little bit more. But
It's
I
interesting.
thought that was pretty cool. Hey, before we wrap this up though, I'm gonna
Uh,
ask you just one question.
okay.
It's kind of football and basketball related, but Fred Van Fleet, Fred Van Fleet, um, asked this: watching Philip Rivers, jump back out there, had me thinking which retired NBA guy could jump out there right now with a week of practice and start and produce. Who would you want to see?
Um. Hmm. Simple question. Simple answer might be Michael Jordan, but I don't. I don't think Michael really just has really done anything after he retired. I think he's probably smoked
Yeah.
more cigars and probably drunk more liquor since he probably left. So a lot of people would probably say Michael Jordan. I'm not one of them. I think honestly, Shaq. I just think somebody like big like that, like Shaq, could just on a contending team.
In this
I think
league, like I would want to see, especially in light of Kenyon Martin and Draymond Green feud.
Kenyon Martin.
Yeah. And
Yeah,
Kenyon Martin and Draymond Green feud and everything.
that's
And
a good one.
I want every fans, subscribers, y'all check out Kenyon Martin's pivot
Hmm.
interview that he did with the pivot with Ryan Clark. It's a really good podcast, really good interview, where he talks about his Kenyon talks about, how he grew up and his upbringing and everything, and the underachieving comment that kind of triggered a lot of things for him.
Hmm.
That he's definitely not an underachiever, as Draymond would put it,
Yeah.
because of the things that he had to overcome and whatnot. So I think for this, I would like to see Penny in his prime
Hmm.
against today's NBA, and I would like to see Kevin Garnett.
Kevin Garnett. Yeah, that's it. What about Grant Hill? I was a big Grant Hill fan
Grant
growing up.
Hill,
I was a
good
Detroit
fundamental
Pistons
guy.
Grant Hill. I was very Phoenix Suns
Rasheed
Grant Hill. Yeah.
Rasheed Wallace.
Hmm.
I mean,
You know,
Rasheed Wallace was unstoppable, when he was with Detroit.
what about Jason Williams, point guard, white chocolate?
Jason Williams too.
His game, like the stuff he did in the '90s, is like it's not respected a lot. What
Yeah,
he did, what he really like, he was like a sham god. He was really like nice with the rock. Like he was like,
yeah,
I hated that him and Chris Webber didn't win a chance. Like it, Mike Bibby too. Like
yeah.
Mike Bibby they should have won that championship against the Lakers. Like they should have
And,
won.
and I'm starting to think that's more like a Sacramento organization type of thing because that 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 run didn't last very long, just
Right.
like the run, just like right now.
Right now, especially right now.
I
Like they,
mean, right now, they when the last time they light that beam?
oh no,
when, when the last, when,
because we're not checking for Sacramento. You're right.
right?
They're
We
not on
we they
television.
were they were a playoff team, and now all of a sudden
Right.
they can't even light the beam no more.
Right. Mike
No,
Brown took him. Mike Brown took him as far as he could take him, and now look at him
yeah,
just blossoming in New York. He just loves the fact he's in New York. I know it's New York. You get scrutinized for everything. He could care less. Like I'm at Sacramento. I'm happy. Like
man,
you can talk about me all you want, blah blah. I got paid, and I have a real contending team, and I'll deal with that headache down in Sacramento. Doug Christie, he's already balled. I don't know what else he's gonna. I don't know. Like he's
yeah.
just. Who thought that Doug Christie was a good coach? Who really thought that? Like, I don't get it. Like, hire a coach that knows what he's doing. Doug Christie don't know what he's doing.
I don't
Like,
know.
he's got and the crazy part is we talk about how the Clippers are just sorry and pathetic. Sacramento has DeRozan, Russell Westbrook, Zach LaVine. Like, and
Levine,
that's just even more worse.
Sabonis, yeah,
The bonus, they're even worse.
and they're healthy, and they're healthy.
And they're all healthy, and they're just even worse. I think they're like 4 games better than the Clippers, and that's saying something. Like it's so bad that NBC took them off. They were supposed to be on the 30th, I think. They just took them off and said, like we're not even going. We're gonna put the Lakers and Pistons on, which they probably should in the beginning. So they
Yeah.
said, no, we're not putting Kings and Clippers on. No, never that. NBC said never that. Like
Man,
that should tell you all you need to know. All right, you guys,
that's
that will
wild.
conclude another wonderful episode for the Love of the Game podcast.
Yeah.
So we're not gonna have a podcast next week for the holiday season, you guys, but we're gonna
Merry
have a
Christmas
special.
though.
Yeah, but however, though, we're gonna have a special end of the year breakdown with yours truly, me and Mike, and my girl Raven Moore. We're gonna recap all sports: football, basketball, tennis, golf, anything you can think of. We're gonna talk about all the amazing stuff that's happened this year. All the negativity has happened. I believe we're gonna get a Stephen A. Smith and Shamar. We're gonna get all that. Coach Moore. We're gonna deep dive into that. But that story itself, like, is even wilder than you can even imagine. Like, we'll
Wow.
respectfully, because that
Yeah. That's, ooh,
that story has layers to it. Like
layers on top of layers.
top layers on top of layers. Between that and the amazing thing of my Eagles, the ups and downs of that, Ravens, Baltimore Ravens, the Washington Commanders, anything you can think of sports wise, we're going to break all of it down and what we expect for 2026. A lot of good things are going to happen in 2026.
Yeah.
So we're going to stay tuned for that special end of the year recap episode right here on this amazing YouTube channel. GR Production is the YouTube channel. Follow this podcast for the love of the game, and also the XO Football Lounge. And of course, my man Mike has all his content on his YouTube channel,
Yep.
etc. You got something coming up this week, Mike?
Might drop another podcast just talking about NBA hoops. We'll see. We'll see how that goes.
Mm-hmm.
But other than that, I'm just gonna enjoy the basketball season, take time with family, take time for your mental health,
Mm-hmm.
subscribers, fans, those that listen to us, we do this. I do this for my mental health. I
Yeah.
do this for fun. I do this to get away from just the trials and tribulations of life, outside the spiritual help
Mm-hmm.
and and guidance. I do this for fun
Yeah.
and just encourage our fans and subscribers. Take time this holiday season with your family. Take a break, take a deep breath, get ready for the new year because tomorrow's not promised. The rest of this year is not promised. So take time with your loved ones, and tell them you love them.
Yeah. Absolutely. Well said. I couldn't.
And enjoy the sports, enjoy the game, for the love of the game,
Yeah, I would say that, but also don't get divorced and don't get separated because there's
Right,
too much
right.
stuff going. It's too much. It's too
You
much now, and
know,
I don't want to like
hey,
neglect
like
my
like I
family.
said in my last podcast, what's done in the dark will come to light.
Absolutely.
So
Don't get divorced. Don't get
get
divorced
your
separated
get
watching too much
you're
stuff.
right. Don't do it.
Mm,
Don't do it.
mm, mm.
Yield not to temptation.
Especially Christmas, man. I just don't understand. Like they do this. Why are they torturing us with all these games on Christmas Day? We have to spend some time with my
I
family. I
mean,
can't. Like
this weekend we got basketball, we got
football.
football, we got NCAA playoff, the college playoffs. This weekend we got the college playoffs. That's gonna be fun. And I
My
mean,
Eagles play at 4 o'clock, and then the playoffs
man,
start around the same time. I'm like, the college football playoffs. I'm
yeah,
like, come on, man, I can't. And then basketball, college basketball, they have these amazing games. North Carolina and Ohio State and
yeah.
Arkansas play. Man, it's just
It's
I don't
too
know what.
much. It's a whole lot of TVs around. That's gonna be on, on different sports, and just trying to keep up with it all is,
Mm, mm, mm.
at least you got options.
If it's played Saturday afternoon,
Yeah, Tigers play.
uh-huh.
Yep.
It's just don't get divorced, you guys, or separated. That's all. That's my best advice.
Yeah. Yeah.
Problem couples out there, just don't
Yeah.
get divorced. Like
Yeah.
so that should probably be the title of our thing. Don't get divorced week. So so,
Just don't
interesting.
do it. Do the right thing.
Do the
Like
right thing
Spike,
and spend time
just
with your
like the
family.
Spike Lee movie. Do
Do
the
the
right
right
thing.
thing. Yeah. All right, you guys. Like I said, we will see you probably next week, sometime
Yeah.
around next weekend. Just check the YouTube channel for our 2025 year in review podcast. It should be fun. We will see you guys though for this podcast next year, 2026.
Yeah.
Brand new year, still the same stuff, amazing content. We will
Yeah.
not disappoint you guys. But thank you for rocking with us this year and for years to come,
Yeah.
Lord willing. So that will do it. For my amazing co-host Mike, and I'm Greg. We will see you next time. Until then, peace out.
Peace and love. Later.
Some do it for money, some do it for fame. Join Greg Rufus and Mike for the love of the game. The 2025 NBA season is just around the corner, and we are ready to drop some basketball commentary you won't hear anywhere else. Get ready for wild predictions and bold takes. A podcast offering a fresh and engaging perspective on what might unfold and what's currently happening inside the game of basketball. To our viewers, we invite you to subscribe to GR Productions and join in on the discussion as we talk about all things NBA, Memphis Grizzlies, and Memphis Tigers basketball. Like, comment, and share. Thanks for your support and enjoy the show. For the love of the game, stay tuned.